Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome back. I did a little bit of prep work here, but I thought it might be easier on some of these if I went ahead and bound it, but I don't. I still need to do this side of this envelope. Let me show you what I've got real quick. So we've got this is the cover, and we did this piece. I've added a pocket. I haven't decorated or anything. I want to wait till it's bound to put the lace trims and things on, because I don't want to have to punch into lace. Now this was just a regular return mailer envelope that I have from my insurance company. I cut the top off. I think I was going to use this in another journal and it was too big because it was sliced down the side, so I've just put a little bit of glue there. And I've just taken some of the cut-off pieces, 1-inch strips, and gone around the side, and I made a tag for it. This Precious by Stamperia is, of course, double-sided. I think it's about 65, maybe 40 to 65 pound weight, so it's a good weight. And then this fits inside here like so. I didn't do anything fancy, just tied a little thing on there. So this will be punched here. And then it occurred to me that after this is punched, I'm going to have to resize this tag and cut it down because it's not going to fit necessarily. It might, but it'll have to be closer to this side, which won't really matter, I suppose. I'm not sure how far. I mean, the image is still going to show through. I need to put a piece on the back here. I don't remember. I haven't edited the other video yet, so I don't remember what all we did together. I got interrupted and had to leave and stuff, but I've got 5 pieces of coffee-dyed paper after the envelope, and then I've got a piece of the Stamperia paper as kind of a divider. I've used the envelope from the collection that came with it. I've just cut that out. That's all I've done so far. I have inked it, and I just stuck that on here because I'm probably just want to do an envelope decoration. And then on this side I'll probably do a triangle pocket. And so then I've got 5 more pieces of coffee dye paper, and then I've got a dictionary page, and I've got some ledger page. Now what I think I'm going to do with these thinner ones is run some washi tape down the side before I punch, so that those don't tear out as easily. Excuse me. The coffee dyed paper is 32 pound, but some of these are 20 pound, and I know that dictionary is even less. So then I've got this other piece of the Stamperia Precious, and I've added one of the cutoffs from the back cover. I do like that they have the inside of the front and back cover is a page that you can use, so that's kind of cool. So I think that's what this is from. And so we do a kind of a side tuck there. Not sure if it'll be on left or right. Well, it should be on this side. And then on this side we'll have, I think this will be another pocket, like so. And I just kind of threw some things in here that I wanted to use. All right, so 5 more pieces of coffee dyed paper, and then here's the one that we did together. I've just got some journal cards in here from the collection that I had cut out just to see how thick it was going to be. But if you'll remember, we scored this. This was 10 inches and by 8.5, and we've got the flaps here that we folded up. I did cut a little away from the center for bulk and I've just glued down this side. And instead of doing it this way and having to decorate this side, I almost wish, to be honest with you, that I hadn't used this paper. I wish I had used the cover, because I hate to lose this page, but you know, it is what it is. So this is going to fold this way, and this will be in the binding on this side, and we'll be able to just tuck some things in this pocket. This is the center piece, and then I've got 5 more pages of coffee dyed paper. Now this is printed coffee dyed paper, so that's why it's not as bulky as it will be. Here's another one of those divider pages with the side tuck and the pocket. I've got some music paper, some graph paper, and all of the pages are, I want to say 8.5 by 5. Yeah, 8.5 by 5. And then we've got 5 more, so there's 30 half pages of coffee dyed paper. And then here's another piece of the designer collection, which I have the corner pocket, and oh, we need to make an envelope for this side. And then we've got 5 more. I've got a CD sleeve, and then I found this piece and I cut it out. It looks like it'll fit perfectly here, but it's too small. So there again, I think I'm going to wait to see about the binding once it's bound. I'm going to go ahead and collage around, but I'm not going to do the tag until after I get this in the binding to see how much room, because if this doesn't go all the way in and it's like that, I'm going to be very uncomfortable. And I'd rather have something that's not a circle if the circle ends up being like that. That's going to bug me. Okay, so it might just be me, but that's going to bug me. So I won't finish the tag until after everything's bound. And I have my cinch out and I have my instructions out because I haven't used it in a while and I don't remember exactly how to pull the pins out and stuff. So, and then here's a back pocket for this page. So I suppose I should check and make sure I'm recording. Yes. Every time I check that, I'm on 21. All right, so let's go ahead and just do this pocket. I want to get as much, this will be in the binding, so I want to go ahead and get these pockets on. This is a 5" by 3.5, I believe. Yeah, and so let's see, which way do I want it to go? I want to make sure it's the right way, so if I check on this side for the words, then I know this goes this way. Which is weird. Some flowers go up, some go down, some go up, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so half of 5 is 2.5. All right, so there we go. And the color, the distress pad that I'm using on this one is not, it's distress ink, and I'm using the ground espresso because it's nice and grungy and I like it. So I'm gonna have to go find my other Tim Holtz scissors. I took some stuff over to my mom's house yesterday to work on while I was over there, and still in my go bag. So I have I have 3 pair of Tim Holtz scissors, and I don't know where the little ones are. Oh, there they are. Okay. They're not all together. My 2 bigger pair I keep in front of me in this little organizer, but the little ones I have in my little roundabout thing. All right. So notice how that ink just, you know, makes it pop. I love that. All right, so let's get some glue. I did fill it up a little bit. But It's been cooler here, which is nice. Yesterday was a high of 77, and I think today's supposed to be 79, but by Monday it'll be back in the hundreds. This is kind of a rare cool off for us. All right, that looks good, and I'm going to wait on the tags and such until we get everything bound in. Now, I am going to want to use, because we did these at 5-inch pages, I have a lot of 2-inch cutoffs from this collection, and I think I want to take those and turn them into 2x4 tags, so I'll get 3 out of each strip, and I want to use my little Paper Studio punch and make some tags with those, because I don't use those enough. They're over on a shoe hanger on my closet. All right, let's work on this. I'm going to kind of keep everything in order at the top here, just so I don't get confused. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and ink around this. Let me close my glue. And then we'll put the strips on and probably have to ink over the top of it as well, but this will help. Now, I'm not exactly sure how I want to do this. I have some little pieces parts. But you can see that I have, here's some more 1-inch strips, and then I've got one, wouldn't that make a pretty tag? This one's kind of blah. Well, I shouldn't say blah. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have a lot of decoration, so we'd have to add something to that. And then we have this one, which is great on both sides, and then this one, which is great on both sides. And I can get 3, 6, 9 tags just right there. All right, so we've got these 1-inch strips, but the 1-inch strip isn't going to work in the corner, is it? You know, I think it'll be okay. It only has that little tiny blip there. Let's ink around this, and then we'll wipe off the face. I've got a dry baby wipe over here that we can use for that. Okay. Let me just, oh, I used it for glue apparently. Got a big knot in the middle of it. Excuse me. A little dry. Okay, we are in an extreme drought period right now. I want to get some, this is going to be a freestanding pocket. Well, not freestanding, but I'm going to cover the back and the front, so I'm just going to put a piece of tape over that, and let's see if I can find, there we go. I've got a piece of micropore here. This is my little ring holder that I think I'll probably only use that many. But I want to wrap these in burlap, and I need to paint the box white. I haven't got to that one. If you guys are interested in that, maybe I'll go ahead and make a video of making that too, to put some of the paparazzi rings in. If you're interested in paparazzi, the link is in the description box. It's always $5 jewelry, and yeah, let's see. Okay, so I just want to put that on there, and the main reason that I want that on there is because I don't want it every time I put something in the pocket getting stuck there. Okay, so that's gonna bug me. Come on, guys, I am gonna pull these little ones. Just see if I can clip that piece. Well, it's even. I just need to not let it bug me until I get it covered. So I think what I originally had planned was to have the opening at the top, because I want the tag at the top, so it'll be bound on this side. So I need to go ahead and ink this. I have a piece of cardstock over here. I don't know what it's from. It was with the Cinch. I don't know if I cut off a piece and used it as a template or what, but well, I'll just keep it, because as soon as I put it away somewhere, I'm going to need it. I am going to go ahead and ink around the outside. Just get rid of the white edge. Alright, I'm going to glue. That's not as, I want to get a little bit more ink. Not as dark as I'd like. There we go. Okay. I'm going to glue this down. Do I want to glue it down now, or do I want to wait until after? I think I'm going to wait until after I put the other 3 pieces on, and then I'll fold it down and we'll glue over the top of that. How about that? Yeah. Alright. I'm going to use these pieces here. So I'll just go ahead and go under. And it is going to give me, you know, a square pocket. But that's okay. I don't mind. So... I'm not sure what I'm doing, guys. I'll tell you what, I have been so... There's too much going on, and I'm a little scatterbrained. I can't seem to stay on task. It's crazy. And it's not difficult things. It's you know, yes, my mom is not doing well, but she's doing better. And I've been going over and sitting with her while my sister works, and she owns a salon, so you know, she has varying hours, and but it just seems like a bunch of little things happen that, you know, sometimes it's just the little things that'll drive you nuts. You know, my husband's air conditioning went out in his car on the day that it's 106. We have adjustable beds, and the remote stops working, and I mean, it's just silly, stupid stuff, you know. But sometimes I think it's the little stuff that bugs you more, or you let it bug you because you don't want to panic about the big stuff. I don't know. I'm just going to take a breath. Crafting is my happy place, and I do really enjoy this. Alright, so let's see. If I put this one on the other side, it's not quite long enough. So let's get that other piece. Ooh, I like that. Oh, but that'll be cool. Let's do that. Let's do this piece. And then we'll put that rose across the bottom. Alright, that's my, if you heard that reminder, I'm supposed to drink a glass of water. I set reminders on my phone to remind me, because otherwise I'll go all day long without drinking anything. I'm really bad. All right. Okay. These papers are gorgeous. All right, so do we want that rose right there? See, you're not even going to notice those little corners in here. It'll be great. Where's that other little piece I had? I think I want this. Oh, it's not long enough. We'll use it for something else. In fact, I'm not sure I have a piece for the top, but I may use, oh, I need to trim that down. Trim that down a little bit more because it's going to keep that from folding over. There we go. Yeah. And I need to ink this part. Well, if I have this square window, it may not matter if this is in sideways or not. Yeah, if the hole is square, I can get by with that round piece. All right. Well, let's see where we get to. I'm going to use this down here. Let's see. I think I want a little bit more of that writing. Maybe get that rose right about there. Okay. All right. There we go. Because normally on that flap, I'm just going to put a piece of lace across there. There we go. Okay, so we can glue that piece down. Let me think about this for a second. I have this other strip. Maybe I'll just cut a piece and go ahead and put it across like that. Is that an inch? It's an inch and 1/8, so that needs to be a little bit bigger. And then what size is this? 5 inches. So let me just cut off a 5-inch piece. Find my cutter. Move my glue so it doesn't drip all over my paper. That's one thing I do like about this. It has a 5-inch base. Well, a little bit bigger actually, 5 1/4. All right, so do I want the green side or do I want the gold? I think I want the green. Not that it matters for cutting, but I'm gonna do I'm wondering if I should just glue it on and then trim it off because, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down. And if I do it at 1 1/4, or I'm sorry, 1 1/8, 1 1/4 will be too big, and if I do 1 1/8, on one side it'll be lopsided or something. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like it just with that aged piece there. Because let's see, what do I have that's in the collection? It doesn't have a lot of, well, it has a lot of ephemera, but it doesn't have a lot of things with words or whatever on it. That would be cute with that little joy, wouldn't it? I could fussy cut that. But then I'd still want to put that piece of a piece of lace or something. Decisions. See, this is why I usually will prep ahead, and it takes me so long. See, this is the back page, and it had this beautiful background paper on there. And I did cut out all of this. There's tags here. And these are all like frames. They're double-sided, so there's a place to write on the back. Just looking to see if there's anything interesting that I might want to put on the back of that. I think I want to fussy cut that joy, to be honest with you. Here's a couple of smaller ones. And let me look in my cutoffs. Talk amongst yourselves. Let's see. I have some little decorative pieces. There was a rose on here too. What did I do with the rose? A little fussy cut rose. What did I do with it? There it is. Yeah, what if I just did something like that? I mean, you don't have to have everything, you know, decorated to the max. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this the way it is with just the 3 sides and this piece, and we have this. And that way when I go with the tag, because I'm going to add this to the top of another tag, and this will be inside there. And yeah, that doesn't look bad at all. I kind of like it. I forgot to ink these pieces, so let's do that right now. Just along that edge, just adds a little something. And then I'll wipe off that pocket. Okay, so yeah, I'll keep that rose wherever I put it. I lost it again. This is why I don't cut out my ephemera ahead of time, because you guys can see it, but I can't. You guys know exactly where it is. And yeah, here it is. Okay, I'm going to put it up here at the top. Those little tiny pieces have a tendency to get lost on my desk. All right, so we're going to leave this one. I do need to cover the back, however, so I think I want to use this one because I have not used it. I will not use this necessarily for anything else because this is not, I mean, it's too big. But I really like this side, and I think I want to cover this side. So, I'm going to stick my hand in here just so I don't seal it shut. When the glue comes out. This is a ketchup commercial. Welcome back, guys. All I did was put glue on the back of the CD sleeve and put it down on this paper. I'm going to trim around it with my big old honkin' scissors. And now we have that on the back. And I'll be able to add like a tuck spot or something on the back. I'm going to rub that down a little bit with my bone folder just to make sure I've got good coverage. And ink this. Well, I don't know if I finished the story about my husband's air conditioning in his car going out on the hottest day. He drove, because he didn't have any time off work, he drives like 100 to 160 miles a day. He's a RN case manager and for a hospice company. And so he drove for a day and a half with no air conditioning in his car, horrible. And then he took it in when he had an appointment on Monday, his day off, to take it in. And thank goodness it wasn't the compressor or anything. It was just clogged. So $100 and he's back on the road with air conditioning. Okay, so it helps if you open it on the right area. I think I'm going to put a little bit of ink in here. Probably should have done that before, but I guess it's not imperative. I could put a piece, and if I have an extra piece, I may put something inside. We'll see. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to put a little glue over here. Looks like when I was trimming or something, I went a little too close. That's okay. It's fixable. Bam. All right. Let's move on from this project and do something else. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave that. We're going to use this. We'll put a cluster of lace or something underneath it. Maybe a bow would be cute. And that's where, so I'm going to put that up at the top, and this will go here. Okay, so we've got our 5 pieces of coffee dyed paper. Excuse me, oops, missed a piece. This is going to be an envelope, and I wrote myself some notes so I don't have to get my magnifying glass out. I'll tell you what, these are so small. I can read them from back here. I just can't read them when I'm up close on my desk. So this I want to use for the inside, this for the outside. I want this to be the flap, and they say start with the flap on the bottom left. So I want to make a 4x6 envelope, and so let's see if this turns out the way that it's supposed to. Score at 3 3/8, so 3 3/8. Punch and score. Rotate. Find the score line. I think that's it. Punch and score. Rotate. Find the score line. Punch and score. And punch and score. All right, let's see if it came out right. So we have, yes, it looks like it did. Look, so this is the bottom, which I will trim in a second, and this is the sides, and here is the flap. The piece that I wanted for the flap is right there. Perfect. And this is all going diagonal, so it doesn't matter. All right. Now, I think I want to go ahead and seal these envelopes rather than, sometimes I'll just leave them open, but I think I'm going to go ahead and not seal them closed, but you know what I mean. Make it an envelope. So let's line this up. Here and here. I'm going to score it and fold it down. All right. You can cut it off if you want. I'm not going to. And yes, my glue is sticky, Marty. What I actually meant to say about my glue being sticky. My glue is getting thick. I need to add some acetone to it because I leave it open so much. It's getting kind of thick. That's what I meant to say. You know, it's funny, when I'm editing these videos, I can tell what you guys are going to say. All right, let's go ahead and put some glue here. Now, I only go to this little piece here. I don't go all the way in because if anything should go to the bottom, I don't want it to necessarily touch, but I guess it doesn't matter because it comes up high enough. So glue as you will. All right, now I'm not re-inking this, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of go over these lines a little bit because I like that aged. I'm not adding any more ink. I'm just using what's in here, but I like these lines to show. And then we will come along and add a little ink to the outside. We may need to ink up a little bit, but there is quite a bit still in the sponge. So where is the best place to buy Tim Holtz Distress Ink re-inkers? Because I've had a heck of a time trying to find them. We don't have a local scrapbook store. I order everything from Amazon or I get it at Hobby Lobby. Because we do have a Michael's and a Joann's, but they're on the other side of town, which I don't go over there much. I am going to get a little bit more. But Hobby Lobby does not carry the re-inkers. So, and Amazon wants like, you know, $12 plus $5 shipping because it's not a Prime item. It's third party. So just curious, I've been seeing a lot of scrapbook.com. Is that the best place to buy the stuff, the re-inkers and such? If so, let me know, will ya? I appreciate it because I do have some projects that I'd like to do and I need some re-inkers to do it. I have some oxide sprays, but I haven't found distress sprays either at Hobby Lobby. It's mostly just the oxides, which is fine because I really like the oxide. But as you know, the oxide and the ink are two different things. The oxide has ink and pigment, and so it has a different quality to it. Okay, so there we have an envelope. Not going to decorate it at the moment, but it's going to be attached to this page, and that will look really cool. Probably put either a tuck or a pocket or maybe even a belly band would work on there. All right, so I'm just going to paper clip that on. All right, next we have 5 coffee dyed pages, the graph paper, the music paper, and then we have this. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and ink this whole page, and I'll probably go back and ink all of the pages, especially before I bind it together. But I'll do that off camera because, you know, you don't need to see me do that. All right. And I think after this one, I'm going to call it a video because otherwise I won't have enough time to upload it for you. Let's see, which way does the writing go on this way? It looks like it goes this way. So I want to do a little divot in the top of this pocket. There again, this is 5 inches, so I want to punch it 2.5, so I'm centered. All right, so we're going to have a pocket on one side, and we'll have the side tuck on the other side. And usually I just do the same in the first half. I'm going to do the same in the first half as I'm doing now in the second half. So I won't show you all of that. But in the next video, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get everything bound. And see, I left it open too long. We'll get everything bound, and then we'll start adding the trims and things. So there we go. As much as we can get done. All right, so the pocket is actually going to be on the back side of this page. Actually, I should have done that different because this is gold. That's okay. It'll still stand out. We'll ink it. And if it's not the right way around, I'll just trade it with the one in the front and pay more attention. Oops. To which direction it goes. Yeah, paper goes this way anyway, so that's all right. Yeah. So I'm just going to glue on 3 sides. Probably could have waited to put this piece on because it's not in the binding. Just a little tiny little tuck spot. Side tuck, tuck spot, whatever you want to call it. All right. There we go. That actually works out well because it looks like it's continued here and it has a 1-inch strip. That's kind of cool. Let's get that lined up better. There we go. Okay. So we have that one, then we have those 5, then we have the center, and then we have these 5, and then we have another one of those pages. Now I've done this one a little bit different. But this one should have the pocket on the front, and then this one will be on the back. But I think the writing goes, yeah, the writing goes this way on this one, so this one will be a little bit different, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be matchy-matchy or the same. It can be however. I really do like this paper, though. I like the thickness of it. It kind of reminds me of the 40-pound paper that I got. It may be 40-pound paper. I don't know. I mean, who am I to try and figure out what weight paper is? It feels like it's not as thick as the thin cardstock, because when I'm inking it, it kind of scrunches sometimes. Okay, let's get that down there. You know what? The pocket was supposed to go on the front, and then this, yeah, okay. Pocket on the front, and then turn the page, and this goes here. No, because that's going to be in the binding. So now this is on this page, and the pocket's in the back. Okay, I goofed up. There again, who cares? All right, so let's see. Doesn't always, you know, maybe it's better if, maybe it would be better if I didn't think so hard, and just let it happen, because sometimes when I try to plan it out too much, it doesn't come out the way I want it. Or I should look at it and think about it before I start using the glue. That's okay. Now you can see this is the front cover. You could, I could easily have used the journal cards from this one because it was a solid design on the back. But I was thinking if I had used the either the front cover or the back cover for that middle section, I would have had an extra page. But that's okay. This one works for pockets. You know, next time I'll think about that. And I haven't made one of these. I mean, I've done cinch books, but when I did the last cinch books that I've done, I used Wendy over at Wendy's Journal Adventures. I used her her ring bound journal. That's what it was. For my inside pages. This one I'm just kind of throwing things in. So we do have a tuck spot there. All right. Now what else have we got here? And we're back up to this. Okay. We're back up to this page with the envelope and the corner. Oh, did I miss this on the other one? Where's the one with the envelope? Oh, I just stuck it back in there without putting it on. Okay, let's do this then. I want this on the front. It doesn't really matter which way around it goes, but this is the right way up. And I'm going to put this pocket on here. Binding is going to be on this side. I'm on the back side. So I don't want the pocket to be in the binding. Let's ink it first. I'll probably cover up some of this inking with lace, but that's okay. I'd rather have it on there. I'll probably put lace across here. Sometimes I put lace on the bottom if I want to put like a clip or something on the pocket, and I do have a couple of little pieces. I could make a cluster paper clip to put on the pocket. And what I did was I took one of those frames and I just cut it into a square and then cut it diagonally. I believe it's 4 inches. As the pages are 5 inches and I didn't want it to be on the whole thing. So there we go. And I am doing it right along the edge as well. So any lace that we add to the bottom or anything will hang out the bottom, which is good. We like that. So this will be the side that's in the binding, and this will be the side with the envelope. Like that. So this will hang over this way. That's a cool little shape. Would have been nice to put on the front for the where the hitch post is going to go. Wouldn't that have been cute? I didn't see that till just now. All right, so envelope and pocket. All right, and I think that brings us back to the beginning. I do need to put something on the back of this, and I need to do that other corner pocket. But yeah, that's sizing up to be a nice little journal. I think it's going to be quite lovely. Of course, you can't go wrong with these papers. There again, my work is easy when people come out with these designs. So yeah, so I'll be back and we'll put it together. Thanks for watching. See you next time.